Good evening, class. This is going to be my presentation project for Computer Literacy 5525. It is Thursday, May 8th, 2025. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So, what are networks and the internet? So, essentially, the objective definition of what a network is a group of two or more connected computers that support data transmission over a vast distance, as well as interconnected communication amongst other computers. There are various different types of networks, and I will not be going into a breakdown of the various different types of networks at this phase of the presentation. However, I want you to understand that various different types of networks are created for different types of functions, right? And here are the various network devices that are the physical infrastructure that allow us to access the invisible or the electronic infrastructure we consider as networks. So routers, switch hubs, modem access points, so on and so forth. So the internet, and its objective definition is a global system of connected computers and devices that allows users to share and access information and communicate through a series of standardized rules called protocols. And it allows us to communicate, shop, stream, and so on and so forth. The internet's function essentially allows us to utilize the World Wide Web, websites, browsers, e-commerce, digital commerce, social media, mass marketing, so on and so forth. These various physical devices allow us to access the invisible or the electronic infrastructure, such as smartphones, laptops, desktops, tablets, so on and so forth. And here we have a visual of the network components and the overall order of operations relative to how networks essentially function. And we have one is the user request, two, the DNS resolution, step three, local network access, step four, routing the request, step five, server response, step six, receiving the response, step seven, browser displays the content. Under every single topic or every single step, there's a detailed and in-depth breakdown. However, we will not be going into that right now. And we have the importance of networks. So these are some of the characteristics that I believe that were crucial foundational roles of what makes the networks important or highlights the importance of networks. And it is essentially enabling communication, data sharing, and resource access. Level one is communication, level two, resource access, step three, level three, internet access, level four, data management, level five, security and control, and so on and so forth. I believe that these are various important foundational roles that aid society today and highlight the importance of networks. And without the modernized and advanced levels of networks that we have today, these foundational roles would not operate as efficiently, which is why I stated previously that these are important characteristics of networks. But yeah, so these are different types of networks. These are a brief overview of how every different type of network serves a different type of function. And I will go on to the next slide right now. So we have the local area network, right? So it's a network that interconnects devices and computers relative to a certain geographic region. And this is typically like considered like offices, campuses, or homes, like smaller regions essentially. Typically you see wide area networks over bigger scales of area or larger geographic ranges. So this is more relative to like small cities and so on and so forth, right? So here you have a list of the core components of local area networks. It's going to be very similar to wide area networks. And the definition of a wide area network is a form of a computer network that reaches a major geographical region, which consists of continents, countries, cities, and so on and so forth. Wireless area networks can connect multiple LANs, which form large scale network infrastructure. And as stated previously, as you can see, the core components are fairly similar to one another. So here we have a visual, right? The physical infrastructure and how it operates and how it functions alongside the electronic and invisible infrastructure. Oh, sorry, there's hyperlinks. So we have the wireless networks, the Wi-Fi. So the wireless fidelity is a family of wireless network protocols, It enables devices to communicate over radio frequencies within a wireless local area, and it allows IP-based networking without physical cabling, right? So here are some core components of wireless networks. You have the physical layer, the MAC layer, or the media access control layer, the access point, wireless clients, wireless LAN controllers, authentication server, backhaul networks, spectrum management and interference avoidance, as well as security infrastructure. So here we have an overall breakdown of what Wi-Fi is in a computer literacy breakdown perspective. And we will be moving on to the topic of the internet. So what is the internet? The internet is a globally interconnected system of packet switch networks that uses the TCP/IP protocol suite to interlink billions of devices, enabling data communication, distributed computing, and resource sharing across geographically dispersed systems. So here we have the basic components of what the internet is, as well as a list of various different functions and structures. I won't go too much into it, but if you just take a quick glance at it, it'll give you a good idea about what it is and what its functions are and how it essentially operates alongside the networks and the internet as a whole. And here we have a physical visual of the internet infrastructure, and this is various different internet networks and how they function in various different environments and different applications. So network protocols are essentially are formal standards and rules that define how data is transmitted and received across networks. They ensure reliable communication between devices. The foundational protocol suits for the internet, governing how data is broken into packets, transmitted, and reassembled. Think of it like rules for a conversation between computers. People need a common language to talk. Computers need agreed upon rules, such as protocols, to share data. So there are various functions such as TCP/IP, which are basic rulebooks for internet communication. IPs handle addressing and routing of packets. HTTP or hypertext essentially occurs when you open a website, and HTTPS are essentially an extension that protects data through an encryption called SSL or TLS. So here we have network security and basic security measures such as firewalls and etc. So network security is the discipline of protecting digital networks and data from unauthorized access, misuse, modification, or denial of service. It encompasses hardware to software policies and practices that ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability of network systems. So basic security measures include firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, virtual private networks such as VPNs, network access controls, encryption, authentication, unauthorization, secure and configuration policies, and physical security controls. In conclusion, networks and internet have enhanced connectivity through various different ways, such as interconnected systems, protocol driven communication, scalability and redundancy, ubiquity, real time access, resource sharing and service delivery, as well as security and controlled access. So, network and internet is essentially enhanced connectivity through amplifying human and machine potential through real-time global communication, which forms an invisible infrastructure that powers our digital society. This enhances productivity, innovation, and connectivity at every level. Without these advancements in networks and internet, we would not be able to operate efficiently as a society and grow as much as we have within the past 300 to 400 years due to the advancements of networks and the internet. If we did not have access to instantaneous information as well as e-commerce and communication just through the tap of our phones and through the tap of our fingers, we would not be able to communicate as effectively, and all of these foundational roles that the networks and the internet plays would be mitigated. It would be minimized simply because we are not as advanced. But due to the advancements of modern day society today, we see that every single one of these foundational roles are amplified and essentially just are allowed to grow because of how powerful our technology is today. Nonetheless, thank you guys for watching this presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm so excited to see everybody else's presentations, and good luck the rest of the semester.